a time long ago, Ponyboy's trying to find a ride home, and then he was approached by a car full of souls. They jumped Ponyboy with a blade to his throat. And then the greasers came to Pony's help. Soldiers saw him coming, they ran like hell. It was sort of Bob Derry, 2-bit Steve Rendell. Along came Dally, who just got out of jail. And then there's Johnny Key, nervous wreck, local greaser Ponyboy's best friend. Yes, he sleeps in parking lots to avoid all neglect. Carries a blade and cheap cigarettes. These were poor kids in Oklahoma, outside the city, small part in Tulsa. Yes, it's true that the story is fiction, but it's a real life experience from S.E. Hinton. Snuck into the movie's secret entrance, sat behind Marcia in Cherry Valley. She was a high school cheerleader whose hair was red, girlfriend of a social, but Ponyboy's companion. But then Dally put the moves on Sweet Cherry. Johnny said leave alone, he thought he was scary. Yes, he went straight home after picking a fight with Tim Shepard, came looking for him at night. Along came a car, blue Mustang, full of soldiers with diamond rings. One of them was Bob Sheldon, who was Sherry's boyfriend, trying to drown Ponyboy in the park fountain. Johnny pulled a blade and then he killed Bob. First time killing, and he was in shock. He and Ponyboy had to run away, so they went and told Dally, then caught the next train. First stop was Windricksville, leaving behind the boy they killed. They had to change identities, gave each other haircuts. Pony dyed his blonde, he thought he looked tough. Reading books, reciting poems, gone with when nothing can stay cold. Johnny just sat back and he listened to the words. A few days later, Dally found him in a church. Johnny wants to turn himself in. There's a fire from the church they were in. They had to save the children that were trapped inside. Who knew Johnny would take his last ride? Johnny got injured, third-degree burns, carried on a stretcher, critically injured. Ponyboy and them became heroes, but soon Ponyboy would reunite with his woes. News got around about the death of Bob. Soldiers called the greasers out to a brawl. Bob's friend said he didn't want to fight. Ain't nothing gonna change no matter what happens tonight. No weapons, they fight fair. Cherry told Ponyboy that she really cared about Johnny, even though she wouldn't come and visit him. Still trying to forgive him for what he did. Greasers won the fight for all they had. Soldiers took off and they never came back. Pony was beat up and they saw Johnny again. But now is where the tragedy began. They visit Johnny in the hospital bed. Sat back and watched him as he took his last breath. Daddy couldn't take it and he was gonna blow. The last thing Johnny said was, "Ponyboy, stay gold." We'll do it for Johnny. Daddy got killed in a public park, shot by the police, had an unloaded arm. Pony read a letter that Johnny wrote, thinking about his friends can't stay gold. When Pony stepped out in the bright light, had only two things on his mind: Paul Newman and a ride. Yeah, folks, that's how the story goes.